Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Delphine and today we are meeting to talk about my perfume collection. While filming and researching for this video, I realized that I have so many perfumes. So I need to cut it in different categories, otherwise I will not be able to tell you much about the perfumes. And so I thought, what's best, now we're in June, it's still end of spring, we're gonna slowly get into the summer, so let's talk about these kind of mid-season perfumes I have. Because I also have perfume which are more like wintry or going out, and I also have very fresh perfumes which I really wear when it's very warm and so on. But these perfumes I'm gonna present you today are all more like mid-season kind of perfumes I like to wear. I am not a perfume expert, I just go smell what I like and that's it. I'm not really an expert. So to give you more information and details, I had a look, I wrote it in a little piece of paper, not to forget anything, in particular about the notes of this perfume, this kind of information, and then I will also tell you for each of them like what I think about it, when I wear it, all these kind of things. Okay, let's start with, I think, one which is the latest addition to my collection. It's this one. It's My Way from Armani. I have it in the 50 milliliter bottle. It's a eau de parfum, so perfume. Yeah, it smells, I will first tell you what I think maybe. I find it smells sweet and a bit fruity, a bit flowery and kind of sweet, but fresh sweet, you know. And so what they say is, so My Way from Armani is a floral fragrance for women and was created by Carlos Benin and Bruno Jovanovic. Top notes are orange blossom and bergamot. Middle notes are tuberose and Indian jasmine. Base notes are Madagascar vanilla, white musk, and Virginian cedar. So it has like this heavy base from the musk and the cedar. You can feel it, but it stays quite fresh. And I think this fresh and the sun with the flowers and the fruity notes, yeah, I think it's a very nice perfume. For me, it's a nice also everyday perfume. It's kind of a default perfume of mine when, when the weather is like it is at the moment, and I don't know what much to say actually, except that I really like it. I like also the design of the bottle. I think it's quite pretty. It looks very pretty in the bathroom, and yeah, it's. I think it's also not too strong. It's not too strong. It's not too like overwhelming or anything. Huh? No worries with that. It stays fresh. It holds good through the day. I have no issue with that either. I often make for all of my perfume like 1, 2, and sometimes if I feel like I want a bit extra, I will put a third one like in the front, but I aim more like for the sides, and I will like potentially like rub it a bit under the ears and so on. Yeah, it's a really nice one. If you like kind of floral perfumes and fresh, I can definitely recommend. Just go have a smell for all of them. This video is also not sponsored, not in any kind of partnership. It's all perfumes that I either bought or got gifted over the year by friends and family. This one, for example, was a gift from my sister, and because it's often something I ask for, so as a gift idea for birthdays or Christmas or things like that. And I had a look for all the details I will give you. I found a great website which is called Fragrantica. I will put the link in the description below, and there you can type any perfume and it will tell you the notes and a bit background information on it, and this is very helpful because, as I said, I could not have guessed the notes by myself. Okay, next one is from Jo Malone. It's this one. It's been already quite used. It's called Peony and Blush Sweat. I don't know. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's extremely floral. I mean, peonies. It's very floral. Quite a strong scent, but you have this softness, which I guess is the thread behind. And I think it's maybe the mix of strong flower and thread, which is soft but also kind of a strong smell. This by itself, I will almost wear it more in the evening. I will tell you why I say that after this by itself. Um, it's quite strong. It will be for me a mid-season perfume that you would wear in the evening, and by itself, it's even something I could imagine potentially wearing also in winter or when the things is colder. Um, they say the nose behind the fragrance is called Nagel. Top note is red apple. Middle notes are peony, rose, carnation, and jasmine. So yeah, very flowery. Base note is red. But I find funny red apple. I don't know. Again, I'm really not an expert. It smells extremely good. I think it's also not something that you smell so often. I feel that it smells a bit different from what you could smell. It's on one hand, it's a flower perfume. You have so many of them, but I feel like it has a little something slightly different that you will not smell everywhere. In comparison, this is a much more, let's say, commercial perfume that you could smell more often. This has a bit of a little something a bit different, I think. And I wear it very often in combination with any of these two. That's why I took them as a smaller. This is the 50 milliliter, I guess. Yeah, exactly. 50 milliliter, 1.7 ounces. I think you said ounces. And these are 1 ounce or 30 milliliter. And one of them, I will start with this one, is called Earl Grey and Cucumber. So it's like that. They're from Jo Malone too. This is one nice thing with Jo Malone perfume. They make they have this thinking behind that you can actually combine their perfumes. They will recommend you, of course. I mean, okay. I was gonna say, of course, you cannot combine everything. But on the other hand, I don't believe in limits, and I believe in expression of your personality, whatever that may be. So if you want to combine two things which should normally not be combined, go for it. Like, for example, in the combination, I don't remember which one. I think it might be this one actually. Is normally not recommended to combine with the one I have, but we tried it in the shop, and it worked actually. I mean, it worked for me. It worked good. So why not? And it's not that much of a crazy combination because these are still very neutral, basic kind of smell. But you could also combine probably stronger smells. I mean, you will have to be careful there, but why not? So yeah, let's start. I said Earl Grey and Cucumber. So Earl Grey and Cucumber is a playful interpretation of the most famous English tea brand, of course, Earl Grey, made from black tea, bergamot, and citruses. The composition opens with apple, bergamot, jasmine, and aquatic notes, with cucumber, angelica, and davana in the heart, and on the base of vanilla, beeswax, cedar, and musk. So yeah, it's spicy. I mean, for me, it evokes fresh, spicy, and a bit indeed woody, like there's this kind of notes. But it's fresh and spicy for me, and so that's why, compared to this one, which is so flowery and a bit strong, this adds some freshness and spiciness to it, you know. And this is, I mean, I find the two together. It's a very nice combination, and that's why I often wear them together. And that's why for me it brings it more to the spring perfume, because the combination of them, yeah, it's like that. And you can wear this, of course, on your own if you want. On its own, yeah, I think it would work also as a mid-season perfume. Could even work as a summer perfume because I find it's quite fresh, but it has a bit of spicy. So maybe evening summers. I will wear that as a summer evening, probably a perfume. It's very light, very delicate. It will not smell strong. I mean, this you will smell it strong, and I feel like this helps carry it. This by itself, it will be much more discreet, much more, much harder to notice. You know, it's not gonna smell as strong. And the second one is wood sage and sea salt. Yeah, I think I like, by itself, I like this one more than this one because it's fresh, but it has really strong spices, which I like to balance with the floral. Yeah, so wood sage and sea salt. For me, yeah, it evokes, I don't know how to put a word on it. It smells like sun. I don't know, I think you have to go and smell it. But I'm going to tell you the notes because maybe as an expert you can understand better. So it's composed of ambrette seed, sea salt, and sage, along with red algae and grapefruit. Okay, yeah. So the C, yeah. So Christine Nagel is also the perfumer of the composition, and there is actually a quote from her where she says, "This fragrance is different from me. Sea air is mixed with salty and mineral texture of sand and stones. As a scent of driftwood, it has natural and fresh sophistication, a complex combination of wood and sea in its essence. It provides a feeling of freedom and natural spirits. Wood and sage and sea salt cologne was created with the intention to evoke the feeling of pleasure, freedom, and escape into nature, inspired by the unique character and quality of British beach." Okay, the unique character and quality of British beach. I'm French. I'm all for French beaches. I hope I pronounced this word right. Well, I guess you know what I mean if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I mean, like where you lay on the sand by the sea. Yeah, I love it. It's not as this has this spice aspect that this one does not have. It's more rounded, but it has a bit of a freshness, and so it will bring more freshness to this without necessarily the spice kick. So it's a nice combo. If you want some spice kick, you can use this one. If you want just to add some freshness and just freshness actually, and something a bit more naturally, a bit lighter to this strong fragrance, then this is also very, very nice. Yeah, I really like these combos. I'm very, very happy with them. I really like Jo Malone perfumes in general. They have so nice. I almost bought one of the limited edition like 2 or 3 winters ago, but I already have so many perfumes, so sometimes I try to stop myself. Then I will go with this one. It is called Rose Ikebana. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Yeah. And it's from Hermès, but it's from their special collection, which is called Hermessence. So this is a very small one. It's 15 milliliter, 0.5 ounces. Because I first wanted to give it a try, and these perfumes are extremely expensive. It's their private collection. A lot of perfume brands now have private collection. I mean, at least Dior has one, which was quite famous because there was a big marketing campaign around it. Hermès has one, Armani has one for sure. I think Guerlain for sure has one, Chanel has one too, and some other brands might have also. So they will have their everyday perfume collection. So Hermès has a lot of everyday, like I own also a lot of Hermès everyday perfume. This one you cannot buy them, or I've never seen them in a normal basic perfume shop. You can buy them at the Hermès shop or maybe some specialized shops. I bought it at the Hermès shop, and yeah, they cost I think the 50 milliliter or 100 milliliter is costing probably around €300, $300. So it's more expensive than some other perfumes, and it's a haute toilette, not a haute perfume on top of that, because haute toilette tend to be cheaper. Yeah, it's fresh and flowery. That's how I would describe it. They say contrast between rose petal and crisp rhubarb. This minimalist bouquet of extreme delicacy was inspired by the floral art of Japanese ikebana. Jean-Claude Helena is a perfumer behind it. They say also it has notes of green, rose, citrus, slightly fruity, aromatic, fresh, sweet, floral. This way note. I could not find details about the exact notes except rose petal and crisp rhubarb. So I don't know if it means there is only rose petal and crisp rhubarb in it. I guess not. But they say it's also minimalist, so there might not be so many ingredients. It's minimalist, and it's that floral and fresh and very delicate, very elegant perfume. I really love it as much for everyday life as also for going out on the evening because of its elegance and delicacy, and I really, really like it. So I think it's just the price. So I'm using it with parsimony, I'm like, because it's expensive. Yeah, so you can see by what I'm showing, I like a fresh and floral kind of perfume, and at least for the spring and summer. And the next one is this one from Chloé. It's called Naturel. There's a lot of declinations. So I have this one, which is I think the basic one. They also have one with rose intense. They have different ones. To be honest, this one I like less. I bought it and I think it was a mistake. It has not been used much, as you can see, compared to most of my other perfumes. Because, I don't know, I feel like I bought it, I don't want to throw it away, so I should wear it. On the other hand, I don't know if I'm not just gonna ask around if someone wants it, because something in there is less my alley. It's very fresh. It's something that could work also for summer because of its freshness. It's also very floral, a lot of flowers, which it's a bit maybe heavy for hot weather, a bit too heavy. I think that's maybe the problem. It's a bit too fresh for me for the mid-season, and at the same time it's like not fresh enough, or like there's some notes which are a bit too strong for summer. So I think maybe that's why it confuses me a bit. So the nose behind it is Michel Almerac, fresh scent of organic roses, they say. Top notes are citron, so lemon, actually. I don't know why it's written in French. Top notes are, well, citron, lemon, and black currant. Middle notes are rose and neroli. Base notes are mimosa and cedar. So maybe it's because of this neroli and this cedar that there is like this kind of stronger scent. And at the same time, the citrus, the rose, and so on makes it very fresh. And it's a very nice perfume. I know it has a lot of success because I've been declining it in a lot of things. And when I smell it, originally I really liked it. And then I realized, not really. Like I realized, in the morning when I'm looking for a perfume to wear and I go and I'm like, and then I was always like, nah, and putting it back. So yeah, this one has not been a big success for me. But it still smells very good, obviously. And if you like this kind of contrast, then it's a very good one. I'm sorry, there's been an ambulance or something by. Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you what you think about it. And that's it for my, let's say, spring, summer, more spring perfumes, not summer. I will do a video about my summer perfumes, they're really like fresh, like they feel so good when it's warm outside. You just spray them and you have the feeling, yeah, it's fresh. So I'm gonna do a video about that because summer is coming, and I will probably also film a video about my heavier perfume maybe a bit later because they are more, yeah, for winter, or I wear some in the summer also, but then really for going out, like really on the evening, like not during the day. So maybe I will film that one later. And yeah, just don't hesitate also to tell me what are your kind of mid-seasons go-to perfume. I always like to discover new perfumes. Yeah, I don't know, I used not to like perfume so much. And then when I was pregnant with my son, very funnily, because I know a lot of women when they're pregnant, they cannot stand smells of perfumes and all of that. I had the reverse effect. I got very much into perfumes. Before that, I basically had kind of two perfumes, one for winter, one for summer, and that was it. And now I have a lot. I've been buying a lot of them, asking a lot of them as gifts, and I've been enjoying it a lot. Yeah, so just tell me what is your take? Like, are you one perfume kind of person, or do you also have a lot of perfumes? What are your favorites? Don't hesitate to share with me. And yeah, and then I will put here another video in case you have not seen it yet. And if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see the next parts that will come, then don't hesitate to subscribe by clicking there. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.